Hello everybody, welcome to a very high-end edition of First Impressions from Night Skate. Today the skate I'm going to be talking to you about is the Seba Highlight Carbon Pro. Now I was personally skating a pair of Seba Highlight Carbons. I unfortunately had them stolen from me directly outside of my shop during an event that was happening here in San Bernardino. Those along with a brand new pair of UFRs, so I'm a little annoyed, but I did get to put a few hundred miles on these before they were stolen, which really isn't very much, to be honest. It was probably less than 2 months worth of skating. So I am speaking from a place of knowledge and experience when I talk about these skates. So let's get into it. What are the benefits of a carbon skate, right? And is it worth the price point? These skates are going to run you about $750. What are the benefits of carbon? So the very first benefit, and the one that most people are aware of, is the weight. So carbon is always going to be the lightest option available, at least so far. I was skating these, did about a 34-mile run, and mile 25, I was starting to fatigue a little bit. And one of the things that I noticed was how light the skates were despite how fatigued my legs were. So I could definitely feel, again, the fatigue in my legs setting in, a little bit of cramping starting to happen. But as I was picking up my skate, I was kind of blown away by the fact that it felt so light compared to my old FR1s, which I would use for distance before. So the weight savings is a very real thing, something that I did experience myself personally. The second thing that is an advantage of carbon is the rigidity. So it is going to stay harder for much longer. All right, so a rigid boot is extremely important, especially when it comes to power transfer. The more rigid the boot is, the better the power transfer is going to be while you're skating. The final thing, and something that I was unaware of until I actually skated with a carbon skate, is the dampening effect that it has on the surface that you're skating. So, a lot of times if you're skating a concrete trail, you might hit a patch of asphalt, or you might just have to skate an asphalt trail or in paved road. The carbon skates will actually absorb a lot of that road noise. So you're gonna be skating as quiet as a fart on a first date, you know what I'm saying? Very real effect. Definitely, if you can afford it, I highly recommend splurging for the upgrades. Now, let's go ahead and get into kind of the details of the skate. We'll go ahead and start with the frames. The skates are gonna come stock with Seba wheels along with twin cam ILQ9 bearings. They'll be mounted on a 243 millimeter Seba frame with a 1 millimeter rocker. Of course, the axles are the amazing one-piece axles that make servicing your skates extremely easy. A lot of Seba skates are going to come with this 3-part mounting system, or I should say strapping system. So you have this lower strap, a middle ratchet strap, and finishing it with an upper buckle ratchet strap. And the one thing that sets the Carbon Pro apart from the regular carbon highlight is this carbon buckle right here. Increased rigidity versus the plastic one, which accounts for the increased cost. I'll go ahead and wrap this video up by saying that coming from aggressive skating, investing $750 into a skate, for me, wasn't something I would normally do, just because aggressive skates, in my opinion, are built to be destroyed. Right? But when it comes to something like this Carbon Highlight Pro, which is meant to help give you every advantage possible while you're doing significant distance, I think it's worth it, especially if you consider the amount of time you're going to spend in this thing and just the level of comfort that you're going to have while you're putting in the kind of work you would assume or presumably be putting in skating a skate like this. So, and I'll finish it by saying that even at the end of the day, $750 might seem like a lot for a skate, but if you look at some of these other sports, biking, for example, $750, isn't going to get you very far once you start to advance into the higher end things. And if you look at any motorsport, $750 isn't even going to get you into most of them, right? So I personally feel that, especially if you're putting the time in, it's definitely worth it, just in terms of what you're getting to put the money into an expensive skate, but also in terms of what you're supporting, right? Every shop, mine included, loves it when somebody buys something high-end like this. It helps us, it helps the companies that make the skates, and it helps get skaters on quality products as well. So that's everything I have. If you guys want any more information on the skate, feel free to give me a call or slide in my DMs. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys soon, or I'll see you out in the streets. In the streets! In the streets! Motherfuckers.